Welcome to WCMS. I'm Lucas Smith.
And I'm Layla Rollins.
And this is your Cougar Morning Roar.
The CMS yearbook staff wants to remind you to purchase your copy of the 2021 Cougar's Claw yearbook now for only $20.
This is certainly a year to remember, so visit www.yearbookforever.com today to reserve your copy. The deadline for a name stamp on your yearbook is this Monday, so be sure to order your personalization now.
Stay tuned for After the News when we'll present part 2 of our special, Spotlight with a Teacher, starring Mr. Bruner. Now this is exciting. In breaking news...
Please tell me it has something to do with reading a good book. Oh please, oh please.
It does. The library is offering a modified version of the Virginia's Reader's Choice program this year.
I love the VRC program. They told us about it in library last semester. The VRC has so many good books.
They sure do. And you only need to read 4 books and submit 4 projects to complete the voter quest. You can borrow a physical copy from the library or get an ebook to read.
And they even have book trailers on the VRC site. It's a great way to get a sneak peek of the book and help you choose what to read.
You can find those book trailers and all the information you need on the VRC tab of the library's website.
It's time to read a good book. Today for lunch you have a choice between fish treasures with roll or pizza.
And tomorrow you have a choice between chicken salad on a bun or pizza.
If your birthday is today, then happy birthday. You share a birthday with the following celebrities: actress Gina Davis and fashion designer Christian Dior.
And if your birthday is tomorrow, you share a birthday with restaurateur Guy Fieri and original TV Hulk Bill Bixby.
Here's a message about the Leukemia and Lymphoma Foundation fundraiser happening right now at CMS and running through the 29th of January.
It's that time of year again when CMS participates in a fundraiser for the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. The Leukemia and Lymphoma Society is a charitable organization that raises money for research and advocacy of all different types of blood cancers. Last year, we managed to raise over $1,000. Our goal for this year is to raise $1,500 through a fundraising campaign called the Hero Squad.
We are asking that you and your parents to get involved by donating money through the links that we have posted in your Google Classroom. Each homeroom teacher has their own link, so you can donate directly to them. Why should you donate to them? The winning homeroom gets a donut party, and the winning teacher gets a pie in the face. Yes, you can pie your homeroom teacher.
As if that weren't convincing enough, we also have school-wide goals. If we raise $500 as a school, Mr. Berg and Miss Cox will smash eggs on each other's heads for the whole school to watch and enjoy. If we raise $1,000, we will have the Zoe Squared, where Miss Who and Miss Ingram will also smash eggs on each other's heads. Who doesn't love teachers making fools of themselves?
To help with our donations, we are having something called the 50 State Challenge. The goal is to receive donations from all 50 states. If that happens, Mr. Blackburn has volunteered to become a human principal Sunday. He will have all different types of ice cream toppings poured on his head solely for your enjoyment. So tell your parents, friends, and social media followers that we have a goal to meet.
The fundraiser starts Monday, January 18th and lasts through January 29th.
So go ahead and donate and be a hero.
Hey Lucas, have you ever had sphygmopalatine ganglioneuralgia?
I beg your pardon. I do believe that is none of your business. What is that?
Sphygmopalatine ganglioneuralgia is the scientific term for brain freeze.
Oh, yeah, well, I knew that.
If you say so. And that's your interesting fact of the day.
And now for your weather. It's going to be sunny today with the high of 54 and a low of 28 degrees.
And tomorrow will be mostly sunny with a high of 51 and a low of 24.
We will now observe a moment of silence. Now please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Here's your dad joke for the day. Which bear is the most condescending?
A pan. Duh.
Thanks for watching. This has been your WCMS News.
And don't forget to show your Cougar pride. Remember to stay tuned for part 2 of our Spotlight with the Teacher interview with Mr. Bruner.
How has anything you learned in the Army helped you with teaching?
Anything I learned in the Army helped me with teaching? Oh, yeah. What you have to understand is teaching, training, pretty much the same thing. My job as a second lieutenant, as the first lieutenant, captain, major, lieutenant colonel, were teach my soldiers their skill sets so that they would come home from any war and they would not get hurt in training. And in my 31 years, I only lost 2 soldiers dead. And both of those were killed by drunk drivers in Maryland when I was on recruiting duty, which was on a combat assignment. They were both killed in traffic accidents by drunk drivers. And so that was really sad that those 2 guys left. Now, I had wounded when I was in Vietnam. I was wounded probably twice, but I only went to the hospital once. So I got 1 Purple Heart for that. But I had 7 soldiers out of my platoon got wounded, but nobody died, and that was the good news. And I didn't lose anybody in any of my combat assignments in Vietnam or in Bosnia. So the training that I had in Ranger School and Airborne School and all those other schools that they give you, they basically teach you this is the skill set you need to have, pay attention to detail, learn how to do it, and I apply the same thing here in civics. I teach the kids in civics far more than the minimum that they need to know, so that when they get to the SOL test, there's no doubt in my mind they're going to pass. And I've had as high as a 98% pass rate in my 20-some years here now. And not only do I do well where they pass the test, they pass advanced. So excellence is what you're about, and that's what they teach you, you know. I had a lieutenant colonel tell me one time when I was in Vietnam, he said, Lieutenant, you're going to be a good officer someday if you remember one thing you can never let up. And that kind of stuck with me, and been that way for a long time.
What attributes do you think make a good character? Do you think make a good character?
Attributes that make a good character, make a good person. Okay. I would say, first of all, to your own self be true. Know who you are, and be true to yourself. You can't be something you're not. And I learned that lesson when I was probably about 15 years old, maybe 14. Because I was a talker at my table, growing up with my older brothers and younger sisters. And the older boys would sit there and go, you talk too much. You're always talking. So I decided I'd be quiet. Then they would sit there and go, you're not talking. What's wrong with you? I go, because I talk too much. Yeah, but that doesn't mean you can't, you know. And so what I figured out was, you really can't please anybody. You can't. You cannot make anybody happy. You can only make yourself happy. So to your own self, be true. Be honest. Okay. The other thing is, nobody can take your integrity, that which you know to do. Nobody can take it from you, but you can lose it little by little. And so the little indiscretion you do here, or the indiscretion you do there, or the little cheating here, the little cheating there, if you don't acknowledge that, you start down this slippery slope, and pretty soon one day you look around and you don't have any integrity. Not because somebody took it from you, but because you gave it up. And you can go back and look at World War II, and you can see from World War II, there were people who gave their lives rather than betray who they were. In the German concentration camps, there were priests and rabbis who would not submit to Hitler and his goons, and they paid the price for it. But to your own self be true. Okay?